homestead, and today we're going to be showing you how to pickle asparagus. There's a few things that you'll need. Obviously a hot water bath canner, and then a large pot, non-reactive, so not aluminum, or at least have it, make sure it's coated to mix up your pickling mixture. We're going to be using quart jars. You'll want to wash the jars, and then I like to put them in the oven to keep them warm. You could also have them sitting in hot water. If you do choose to use the oven method, turn the oven down to the lowest temperature possible. And right now I've got mine in here. They're just kind of sitting in there, hanging out until I'm ready to start actually packaging them. The asparagus, we just cut it in half. That's about the right size for a quart size jar. And right now we've got it sitting in some cold water. Obviously you want to make sure that it's rinsed off. So right now I'm just waiting on my mixture to come to a boil, and once it gets to that point we'll be back and show you how to start packing the jars. Alright y'all, we are ready to start packing our jars. As you can see, I've already got the asparagus in here. You want to try and get as much in as possible. I've got my funnel in, so we're going to start pouring our pickling mixture in. And we're going to leave about a ½ inch of headspace. And if you buy a canning kit, most of them will have a debubbler that it also works as a headspace gauge. So those are pretty handy to have. And this mixture, I got it just to boiling. And so we are putting it in hot. And there are lots of pre-packaged pickling mixes on the market. So you can try those out, or you can mix up your own, whichever is easier for you. Okay. So we're going to pull our funnel out. Take our handy little spatula. If you didn't buy a kit that has the debubbler in it, you can use any good spatula. Just make sure that it's plastic or silicone. You don't want anything metal because it can cause small chips in your jar, which is not good once they go into the canner. And then you always want to wipe off your jar so that you'll get a good seal. On goes a clean lid. And we're going to put the ring on just fingertip tight. And then this guy is ready to go into the canner. Alright guys, we've got our canner loaded up and ready to go. We're going to watch for this to start boiling, and once it's got a good rolling boil, these are going to stay in here and process for about 15 minutes. And I like to leave them in there for an additional 5 minutes with the heat off, just to prevent any siphoning. So we will come back when they are finished, and I'll show you the finished product. Alright guys, so our pickled asparagus has finished processing. I've got my handy tongs here to take them out. I decided to let them rest for the full 5 minutes, and that's just going to help prevent the siphoning. Here we go. We made a few that we wanted spicy, so we actually added in a pepper. So we're going to let these guys rest at least 24 hours before you move them around. And if they processed right and the lids are on right, you'll start hearing the popping of the lids sealing. After the 24 hours, You want to go through and check all the lids. Just push down on the center. If there's no flexing, then they're sealed and you're good to go. If there's flexing, then they didn't seal and you'll need to refrigerate them and eat them, you know, within the next few weeks. If you do put some in the fridge, still let them sit for at least 5 days so the asparagus can really soak up all the flavors. But otherwise, these will last in your pantry for about a year. All right, thanks for watching, guys.